I first learned about the war in Ukraine with the 2014 annexation of Crimea. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to do much because I was serving my home country at the time, but I have been following it since 2014. I first heard about the invasion on a news briefing that I was reading every morning. I felt kind of hopeless and helpless, not being able to do the job that I had trained so long to do in help and support of a friendly nation and a nation that was wrongly invaded. When President Zelensky opened the International Legion for the defense of Ukraine, I was very convinced that I was going to be a legionnaire. I had some things that I needed to tie up personally, which took a good bit of time, and approximately 6 months after the war began, I became a legionnaire. In the Legion, there are two types of legionnaires. Most legionnaires come for the right reasons, to help fight off the Russian occupiers and help Ukraine defend herself. Then there is a small percentage of the absolute scum of the earth who come here for their own personal reasons. Not the reasons to help defend Ukraine, not help defend Ukrainians, and not help defend the free democratic world. These guys come over here to scam people, steal money, steal people, and are absolute garbage people. To them, I'd say, get the fuck out. The gear we are critically in need of are night vision devices, infrared designators and illuminators, NATO ammunition 5.56 and 7.62x51, NATO weapon systems, anti-tank and anti-air weapon systems as well. We often get to interact with the Ukrainian armed forces. As legionnaires, we are here to help the Ukrainian army. My personal interactions with Ukrainian soldiers, most are very good, actually all are very driven to keep the Russian occupiers and kick them out of the country. There are a small percentage that are misguided, undertrained, and under-equipped, and unfortunately we can't hold that against them. They do the best with what they have. These guys have some of the biggest hearts and are the hardest warriors I've ever met in my life. All they need is better equipment and more time to train. Some of these guys, after the 24th of February, got thrown in a trench, and they've been there since the beginning of the war with no training other than maybe basic conscript time years and years ago. So they need time to pull out of the front, train up, and then we can really start kicking these guys out of this country. I have only been in contact with supportive Ukrainian citizens. Any of them that are not supportive either don't show their face to me or they just don't talk to me at all. I guess I look pretty foreign. Most have been very helpful, giving us food and fruits and telling us stories about their sons and daughters that are in the army. Funny enough, we actually had a Ukrainian choir come and sing to us one time. So they're incredibly supportive and incredibly thankful that we've come from our home countries to help defend Ukraine. Fortunately, I don't have just one memorable moment. Since my time arriving in Ukraine, it has been an unbelievable experience, life-changing and eye-opening from start until now, and I'm sure until whenever it ends. So I don't really have a most memorable moment to tell you about. I'm sure most people have heard about defending democracy this and helping freedom that. But what a lot of people don't realize is, because they haven't been to Ukraine, is Russia is not trying to just wipe a free country off the map or find a neutral buffer state that they can control for themselves. They're trying to wipe out an entire culture. Ukraine has such a rich historical culture that Russia, frankly, as I've seen, is just jealous of. The Ukrainian people are so nice. They are incredibly historically rich, culturally rich. The festivals, the clothing, the buildings, the way that way that things happen around here is absolutely amazing. And Russia is trying to come in and take that away from them and make them basically a part of the new USSR, if you will, the Soviet Union. So I think a lot of people don't realize that it's not just a war of one country versus another. It's one country trying to wipe a culture in a country off the map. I think that's what a lot of people don't realize. I see the future of Ukraine as a free and independent country, able to carry on her rich culture and show the world just exactly how strong these people are, and continue to be a leader of freedom and democracy for the new world. What I'd like to tell the world is please don't stop providing aid. We need help until this fight is done. We need more fighters. So if you guys are thinking about maybe I will, maybe I won't be a legionnaire, we can always use more legionnaires. Don't be a scum though. Make sure you're coming over here to fight the good fight and help defend Ukraine. Please don't stop sending aid. We need all the weapons and ammunition and artillery pieces and jets and helicopters and jammers and electronic warfare weapon systems and Patriot missile defense systems and all of the things that can be provided. Please do keep providing them, because we could use all the help we can get.